Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48 Swirl, where we do recaps and reviews on soap operas as well as reality TV shows. All right? Okay. We are going over recapping and reviewing The Bold and the Beautiful that aired today, April 25th, Monday at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Boy, oh boy. Only thing I can say towards the end of the segment that they showed us today. It's getting hot in here. I got to take off my clothes. I am falling so hot. I gotta take my clothes off. It's getting hot here. Okay, guys. That's my little intro to my song. Because at the end, I'm going to do a spoiler for this particular show. Honey, Liam told his daddy that he needs to find Queen. He needs to find her now. He needs to spare no expense, pull out all the stops when it comes to his resources, and bring Queen to justice. Because he's just hot, pissy mad. And guess at the end of the show, honey, who comes into his office looking like Bill Spencer's twins? I mean, with a little nice little, I don't want to say a silk shirt. It could be more so like cotton and spandex and Aragon, I think it is. But anyway, you know where I'm going out, the style that Bill Spencer wear. And the little, what do you call it? The, the boot wearing and nice tight fitting jeans. Honey, Deacon show up. Okay. Deacon Sharp. Hold on. Okay, you can stay out. Deacon Sharp, babies. Ladies and gentlemen, Deacon Sharp is up in the house. Woohoo! Like I gave you my song. It's getting hot in here. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get right on into it. All right. The scene sets place at Wyatt's and Steffi's beach house. Okay. We have Wyatt. He's going over the events with Steffi of him and Liam, welcoming back, the little party they did for him. Him and Steffi sitting there talking about it, telling each other how nice that was and this, that, and the other. Okay. But Wyatt goes on to tell Steffi that Liam's not going to respect their marriage. That was what all the turmoil and fussing and loud talking was about when we had separated ourselves from the party and all that good stuff. And we went on and had our own private conversation about what was going to happen between the relationship of you and I and what he wanted to happen between you and him. And so we got a battle we're going to have to be faced with because Liam is just not going to cooperate. So we need to continue to have our united front. Excuse me. We're going to have to ride out this storm because Liam is going to come at us from every aspect, every facet he can kind of connect himself with you, Steffi. He's going to try to maneuver you to be like-minded in thinking to get back with him. But, hey, we are solid. I love you, and I want you to remember our vows because mine was truthful. It doesn't matter what happened to separate Liam from you. It happened. That's life. You moved on. You moved on with me. So remember that. So we go from there. We go back to Bill and Liam. They're at his little beach house. And Bill is coming back from taking Liam to seeing his neurologist, I'm guessing. And then he makes jokes about trying to test Liam's memory on the aspect of him saying, oh, I think I am going to just take you myself for the rest of the week to your appointments to see your doctors. Because, I'm going to do that. And then, he grabbed Liam by the shoulder and was just shaking him, talking about, you okay with that? He said, wait a minute, you hired someone to basically take me where I need to go. So why are you taking out your particular day? And he said, bing, ta-da. That's what I wanted to know. Was your noggin connecting and remembering stuff? So see, now I don't have to take you. Well, you have a driver. I'm just playing with your son. I just want to make sure was you still connected up there. And they both have a little laugh about it and a smirk and they move on. But Liam does tell his dad he is claiming back all of the parts of his life, even the smallest part, such as getting Steffi back. And his dad is just looking like he got the wind knocked out of him. Like, okay, son, you just not understanding anything now, are you? So we move from that scene. We go to Ridge. They're at the office. And he's just reflecting back on Katie's visit with him and talking about the incident of the doctor's untimely passing and what the doctor said and this, that, and the other, and just different parts. And then he's going back to when him and the doctor actually had confrontation and words with one another. Ooh, excuse me. Prior to his death. So everything is like coming to a head in his mind, and he's kind of feeling a lot of anxiety and unsettledness in his spirit. So we leave there. We go to Caroline and Ridge. Caroline pops up in to see her husband. Ridge and Caroline's, actually cooing and everything, trying to get like sexy with him. And then he, recognized she's trying to be a little sexy, approaching him and all this, that, and the other. And then he's asking where his boy is at. And I'm like, why you just can't call Douglas? We know he's a boy. Can you just call him by his name and give it a rest? Because that ain't your child, so I don't know why you keep trying to say that's my boy. No, that's not your boy. The only boy that you have currently that we know about, and yes, on paper as it being your biological son, is Thomas. So give it up, Bridge. Give it up. It's getting tiring. Okay, but anyway, he goes on and asks where baby Douglas is, and then she said, those models attacked me again. Excuse me, I took medication for my allergies, y'all. Please forgive me. And he said, what? He said, dog, he's the charmer. And then she chimes in like, yeah, he's the charmer. He's, taking after his father, who also is a charmer, a ladies' man, and this, that, and the other. So they both have a little, chuckle about it. And he goes on to tell Caroline that he's a little unsettled about, the doctor's death and, how the doctor died. And, basically, which is unnerving, Caroline is the more calming one, telling him, don't worry about it. You remember, the incident is over with. Don't nobody know nothing. Give yourself a break. But little do she know, no, the cat is totally out the bag, because Katie is now pressuring him to acknowledge pretty much that he's not the father, but he ain't giving up that ghost yet. That's something he's gonna take with him to the grave if he possibly can get over that. But then we go on to Katie and Thomas. Katie is going to see Thomas, but she's really looking for Ridge, but Thomas happens to be in his father's office. And of course, Ridge is somewhere in the office talking to somebody about business aspects, whether it's shipping and receiving, or drawings he needs to get from other participants on the design team. Whew, or whatever, I'm not sure. But anyway, he's around there somewhere. So Katie goes on and talks with her nephew, and just talking about how he feels about the baby and this, that, and that. And of course, he acts like he's the doting father, and that he's the husband of Kate. I mean, not Katie, but Caroline. And he's basically talking like more so a taken man than a single man, which is kind of like, I don't know what that really is about. But then we go on to Liam and Bill. Bill is trying to convince Liam to acknowledge the fact that his brother Wyatt did not have anything to do with his kidnapping and him having sex with Quinn and getting so involved, way off the radar scale with that, woman. But he's also saying, look, your brother did not steal Steffi. He was there. He was there for her when she was having a rough time, when she couldn't resolve her mind that you were going out her life. And then, yes, the texts and all of this were sent. So she had no reason not to believe that you were out of her life and you wanted to be out of her life. It was not a situation where Wyatt forced her. She accepted his apology. I mean, she accepted his proposal of marriage after some time had went by. You know, we're in the art of living for the moment, not sitting analyzing something to death, and then we're like, okay, I guess we'll go do it this way. No, 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 no. Don't misunderstand anything of that situation, because I was there. I saw it all play out, and it was an innocent thing. It was just people going on their emotions. And yes, the emotions put them together, and they did not want to wait and, you know, have a drawn out relationship to end up in marriage maybe a year down the road. They didn't want that. They were doing the carpe diem, seizing the day, seizing the moment, and just solidifying it. And that's all it was, boo. That's all it was. Liam is not taking that as the golden key to back off. He told his daddy he's still finna proceed on getting his life back. So, of course, Bill looks dumbfounded, like what all he just said just went up in smoke. So he just pretty much gonna stay out of it. So we go to Wyatt and Stephanie. Wyatt is telling Stephanie life goes on and this, that, and the other, and they need to think about them and the things that they haven't got a chance to accomplish with each other. And one of those accomplishments is he's not going to give up on the marriage, and he wants to get his tattoos, meaning the ring finger tattooed as a symbol of love that will be everlasting. So she's thinking about it. She's mulling over it, and she's like, okay, all right, I see where you're going. We leave that scene. We go to Katie and Thomas. Katie is trying to see and try to fill out Thomas about his feelings about baby Douglas and Caroline, since she had saw them so into each other in the moment, the day of Liam's coming back welcoming party. She got a chance to witness them interacting with one another, and that gave her ideas that, hey, Thomas is the father of that child. He really is. And I don't know what Ridge is trying to do, why he's expressing that that's his son, because obviously every time she mentions anything, he just blows up. And every time Ridge see her around either Caroline or Thomas, he blows up. So she's definitely gotten 1 and 1 to make 2. She's just trying to make sure there's no other numerology that can defute that point. So we go on from there. Because Ridge actually walks by his office. You know, like I said, I don't know if he's looking for Thomas or another designer that's on his team and he's needing sketches from them. But when he walks past his office and he sees them up there chit-chatting, meaning Katie and Thomas, he kind of listens at the door to try to see if he can fill out anything or hear something important before he go bust up their conversation. But he think he's heard enough of what Katie is trying to do, and he hightails it on in there like he's needing some sketches from Thomas in urgency. And it kind of throws Thomas off because he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I need to go on and finish this. I'm sorry, Dad, I kind of got sidetracked. So he runs pretty much out of the office, which leaves just him and Katie there to discuss some things. And he goes right in on Katie, very negatively, very mean-spirited. And, you know, telling her, why are you here? Why are you here again? Why are you still talking about this issue that I thought we had put to rest on yesterday? Why are you here, Katie? Me and you used to have a relationship. We were thinking about getting married, this and the third, and why are you treating me this way? It's like you're behaving in such an unprofessional, unloving manner towards me, and I'm sick of it. So we leave that scene. We go back to Wyatt and Stephanie, and like I said, Wyatt was expressing tying up some loose ends that he haven't been able to do by the coming home of Liam and all of this and that. So he's telling her, look, honey, we need to go on and finish our vows towards each other and getting our ring fingers tattooed. And I want to do that today. You know, is that going to be a problem? Because, you know, I don't want to move, you know, forward unless you want to move forward. You know, he's trying to do that like it wasn't his ideal. It was a mutual type of agreement when basically he brought it up and he's trying to make everything solid between them to where she don't feel like, you know, she needs to annul her marriage or she needs to step back from the situation and really feel where she needs to be. But like I said, they don't have so much sex. I can't believe that Steffi won't come up pregnant with his baby, and then it really wouldn't be any reason to leave, because if Liam wasn't there, they probably would have had their tattoos and rings on the tattoos. I just tell you, it's just a hot mess. But anyway, we leave that scene because he finally gets her to commit to doing it, but I don't know if she's gonna have her tattoo on her when she goes to see Liam, and then that's going to be a statement that if Liam sees it, that she's solidified in staying in the current marriage that she's in, and she doesn't have time to think about the what ifs, the what could be's, and all of that. So that's just my opinion on it, guys. But we move on into another scene where Liam and Bill are both together. And, you know, Liam's kind of getting upset, or he had gotten upset, but he still holds those grudges and negativity feelings towards his dad supporting Wyatt's marriage to Steffi and this, that, and another, at the point that he said he ain't getting involved. But he asked his dad to do everything possible because he don't understand why the police have not found Quinn. I mean, it's not a big state. It ain't too much places she could be trying to hide out. But he's not putting his trust in the police force anymore. He's telling his dad, look, I need you to go get your hired men, your henchmen, your lynchmen, whatever you do. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. But I want the end result to be that you don't found out where Quinn is hiding out at, so she can come and be made to pay in blood, if not, you know, if we need be, for her actions that she did to me. And see, now Liam is trying to basically, you know, try to make her pay and all this and that, because he's feeling some kind of way that he can't, in the end scheme of things, possibly get his life back with Steffi. And he wants to do everything possible to rectify anything or anybody that put him in that losing type of scenario. But like I said, if we go back and be truthful with ourselves, that situation wasn't solid prior to him losing his mind. So he needs to come on off of that. And yes, I do wholeheartedly agree that Quinn needs to be made an example of. But in my hearts of hearts and my little conspiracy mind of thinking, I believe, like I already told y'all, the spoiler was Deacon came back today in the scenes, and he's looking much better. So I don't know if Quinn sexed him up good, and, you know, he got a chance to take a nice hot bath and do some, you know, work on himself and his appearance. But he's looking as sharp as ever, so dapper and handsome. But, you know, the situation could be that Quinn is pregnant and all of this. So what is Liam going to do, and what retribution he's going to see when she comes back? And like I said, that's only my speculation, my opinion. What are you going to do when she, like, look like she about 3 months pregnant? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to really lock her up? He really going to be, like, all thuggish on her, saying she need to pay this, that, and he really won't put paws on her. Really? The mother of his child? So we're going to see how that plays out. But anyway, Bill reassures him that yes, he has his own team. He will find her. And definitely, like I said, he done found the person that could know where she is. He done summoned him. So I'm sure the cookie's gonna start falling, or the what do you call it? The chocolate chips are going to start falling off the cookie itself and hit the floor, and let them be as they may. Okay, people, let them be as they may. But we move on from there. Thomas is in his office, and he's had a little, I don't want to say she's Caroline's assistant, but she may not be. She may be a model, or she may be Thomas' assistant. I have no idea. But the woman is trying to almost tear his clothes off with her memory or her imagination. She's coming so hard and flirting so hard with Thomas. It's shameful, pretty much. I'm like, honey, just go on and take off your clothes, lock the door, and just tell him, have me. All right, because that's what she was giving me. Like, you can have me anytime, any day. We can get it going on. Okay, like Marvin Gaye said, let's get it on. But okay, and you could tell it was kind of unnerving by him being a male and the testosterone and stuff, that he was just really complacent. He was like, okay, I could do this. I don't really want to do this. I'm not feeling her, but she is gorgeous. You know, like he planned that all through his mind or something. But in essence, he didn't really want to be with anybody. He has got this fascination in his mind that the only thing that matters to him is Miss Caroline, which she is taken. She's Bridge Forrester's wife, his dad's wife. I mean, come on now. But he has his eyes and heart set on just spending time with his really mother, or we call the stepmother, Caroline, and his baby brother, which is baby Douglas. So that was a cute scene, kind of weird but cute. But we go on to Caroline and Thomas. Okay, Caroline, she's already done saw what Charlotte was trying to throw at Thomas, meaning her whole self, honey, her whole self. And she's picking at him, talking about, I don't know what's going on today. Baby Douglas is down there wooing and cooing with all the super hot models, you know, making them smile and love him all up and put him on their breasts and all this kind of stuff. And then Mr. Thomas Forrester is up here, and women's trying to drop their drawers or their panties at him to try to get him to notice them. She said, what is going on with this? Oh man, this testosterone, this little testosterone. These women just love these Forrester men. Damn. So that was a cute scene. We leave there. We go to Ridge and Katie. Ridge is extremely mad, y'all. If he could get a pot and knock her upside her head, kidnap her, and, you know, whatever, I'm pretty sure Ridge would, and you could get away with it, he would do that to Katie. He would do that to Katie, even though they were once lovers. They were once getting ready to get married. But he just looked at total disdain, disgust, facial expressions at Katie. Like, why are you trying to rip my heart out? Okay, what did I do to you that was so, you know, bad that you coming at me like this? And, you know, she's like, I just really want you to be aware of what this doctor was saying about you. You need to clear the air. And I'm like, what air, Katie? What air does he need to clear? Don't nobody know about it. And you just happened to stumble upon it, and the doctor was having loose lips. But don't nobody know about it but you and me. Okay? You and me. And Caroline, but we ain't counting her. But what do you want from me? Are you trying to blackmail me? No, I wouldn't. He didn't say that, but he was acting like that. Damn, I got one person dead through no fault of my own. And now I got somebody I used to love, admire, and respect. And she's trying to come sideways at me. Dang, do I have to get rid of her too? Damn, like that. So he was just all upset. So we went to a commercial, came back. We were on Wyatt and Steffi. Wyatt is still trying to call himself, pressuring Steffi into going to get a tattoo. She half-heartedly go on and submit to, yeah, okay, we can go do this. But in an instance, she's sitting there thinking about Liam and trying to play back moments in her head. We move from there. We go to Bill and Liam. Bill is trying to tell Liam that Steffi wasn't forced. Once again, he's trying to make some sense into, get some sense into Liam's head that it wasn't what he feel, which was a manipulation or sabotage on his brother's Wyatt, on getting, you know, like I said, them together. It wasn't like that. But Wyatt is like, I ain't, whatever, Dad, whatever you say, but I ain't believing it. We go back to Caroline and Thomas. Caroline says, Charlotte got the hots for you, boy. She got the hots for you. Thomas said he's a changed man. He's saying he looks forward to coming home to Caroline and baby Douglas. And you could tell she had felt some kind of feeling about that. But, you know, it is what it is. And she know why. She don't slept with him. So she know he's a good man and all this, that, and the other. And you know, I just don't know. But she's liking what he's saying, and I'm thinking she's trying to break down and tell him the truth. Okay, but that's just how I feel about it. We go on to Ridge and Katie. Ridge said he wants to keep his life private, and he don't want Katie to keep prying into his life, and especially about the doctor dying and the way he died and all the goodies and information she dropped on him. He don't want to hear about that. And he knows Katie's husband, Bill Spencer, works for Spencer Publications, where they do, you know, shout outs on people of celebrity fame that's had scandal behind them. He knows he works for one of those tabloids or have revenue or resources that he can put their story in the tabloid and make money off him and the baby and all that. He says, Katie, come on now. Please keep your mouth shut. I'm begging you. We go to a commercial. We come back. We're on Carolina Thomas. Carolina is accepting the baby back from one of the models. I guess the models got tired because they had to go do some work. So they were like, okay, we're going to take you back to your mom. So upon bringing the baby back, we have another model hitting on Thomas on the sly, telling him to call her sometime, use her number that he already have, and this, that, and other. Of course, Caroline goes back into like, I told you, these forced the men. Women can't get enough. And, you know, Thomas keep telling her he's family, pro-family right now. He's not worried about all these women throwing themselves at him. Then we leave and go back to Ridge and Katie. Ridge is still trying to convince Katie that there's nothing there that she keeps searching for. Stop being a dead horse is basically what he's saying. And he's just trying to talk to her, but then he receives a phone call that he answers, and he's being very rude to them of how he picked up the phone and answered. I was like, shit, I would have hung up and thought about it and called his ass back. You don't talk to me like that. You know, I might be one of your servants going around him trying to do business with you or whatever, but you don't talk to me like that. But that's no other here or there. That's just my little pun in there. But Katie knows she's not going to get anything else from him, and that's cool. Because he, you know, like he's taking a call, he's putting her in a waiting type thing. So she has this make the decision to either leave right then and there or just wait. But right now she's looking annoyed while he's taking a phone call. But we move from there, we go to Liam. Liam is looking at his wedding picture that he took with Stephanie the last time they got married, and he's just like, you know, I'm finna make this happen. So he goes on and calls her and tell her he needs to see her ASAP, and she's kind of like reluctant because she knows she needs to go wide to get her little tattoos done so they can solidify that and continue to have that united front of their marriage lasting and going through the test of time and this, that, and the other. But, you know, Liam is appealing to her heartstrings, and he's saying, you know, at least you can owe me the courtesy of just talking about this situation. And I'm like, damn, Liam, you don't talked about it, okay? You don't talked about it till everybody's tired of it. You're giving everybody a headache. Hell, you should have a headache yourself. Just drop the act, okay? Don't pressure the woman. The woman want to come back. Let her come back on her own. If it was really yours, it will come back, Liam. It will come back. Damn. But anyway. Woo, the last scene of the day, honey. Bill is doing what his son asked him. Liam asked him to go find somebody, go find some evidence to bring Queen ass back in so she can pay for all this debacleness, this charadeness, this mess she has left him in, and he can't have what he want right now. So, honey, Deacon walking in that office looking all handsome and polished. Oh my God. He was a nice looking man. Okay. But anyway, he was like, okay, you summoned me. What do you want? Okay. I was like, go. But anyway, he said, honey, I want you to tell me where Queen is. I want you to tell me where she is right now. And I was like, okay, I love that, I love it. It gave me my life of entertainment. We getting the boom, 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 the bang, 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 as they say on Empire, that reality show. Yes, I do review that as well. But anyway, guys, that was The Bold and the Beautiful for April 2016, April 25th. Yes, the heat is back on. The heat is on. The heat is on. Yes, that was that from that soundtrack Eddie Murphy was in. I forgot what the picture was named, but he was a cop. Shit, I'll think about it after I be done stop this taping, which is crazy in itself. But what is it? It's talking about a car. Damn, I can't even think of a video. But anyway, y'all know where the song track comes from. But anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow, God willing, giving you and breaking down play-by-play, blow-by-blow of The Bold and the Beautiful for April 26th, which will be Tuesday. Okay. At 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. But again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me your time that you'll never get back. So I'm glad you invited me into your homes where I give you my visuals and commentary on The Bold and the Beautiful. And again, that taping was for today, Monday, April 25th, 2016. Bold and the Beautiful, guys. Enjoy. Love you all. Be blessed. Be encouraged. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.